The economic climate of Britain is battering the young, and in terms of unemployment, none are worse off than here in Birmingham, the country's second largest city. The West Midlands capital was a joblessness black spot even before the financial crisis. Now, with over 1 million young job seekers nationwide, about a quarter of 16 to 24-year-olds in Birmingham are out of work.
This may look like a real shot, but it is in fact one of 8 simulated work environments here at the EOS Training Centre in Birmingham. It's a place where young job seekers can come to get experience of working in a particular sector, as well as getting used to being back in the routine of work.
EOS is part of the government's work programme, which partners with local services to move people off welfare and into employment. As well as a retail space, there's a functioning canteen, warehouse, even a mock casino. Luke is 20, a qualified electrical engineer, and has been looking for work for a year. Training in the EOS gym has helped motivate him, but he thinks more should be done before young people enter the job market.
I don't think college gave me enough help at all. What they could have done, they could have brought employers in, like give you interviews, work with companies. Like all education's the same. They say you do this, you do that, and you'll get a job. They make it sound so easy, and it's not. You go out there, and it's a different ball game.
Refereeing that ball game and the way employers play it is difficult. This whistle factory in Birmingham holds open days for local youngsters, but critics say more businesses need to offer work experience, a lack of which is one of the most popular reasons quoted to fail job applicants under the age of 24. But businesses are already stretched, and as Simon Topman, managing director of Acme Whistles and former president of the city's Chamber of Commerce, says, it's down to more than just experience.
I really don't expect somebody to leave school and be able to operate a power press on day one of their employment with me. But it would be nice if they could read the instructions for that power press and get it right because their English was at least up to that. It would be nice if, counting the work they'd done during the day, their maths was sufficient for them to get the count right. And that basic level of competence is what I require, and so often I'm sad to have to report that is what is missing.
Mr. Topman says businesses should put greater effort into advertising vacancies. Indeed, the knock-on effects of youth unemployment are so wide-reaching that improving the market should be of concern to all.
Even a few months of unemployment while people are young can have a wage scar of about 8 to 15% over the course of their life. It also costs the economy about £10 million a day in productivity losses for the 18 to 24-year-olds that are out of work. And it also costs the Exchequer £20 million a week in job seekers allowance payouts. In the longer term, that adds up to lower pension contribution levels, lower national insurance contributions. So it really does spread out throughout the whole economy and have a very negative impact.
While for youngsters finding work can often feel like a game of luck, others are quick to blame idleness and a benefit culture. But for many, the financial gear shift can be a leap of faith.
I've always been a bit worried about getting a full-time job and having to pay my rent and everything, but now I'm like, okay, I can do this. It's more of a confidence thing when it comes to finances. Like, you need a bit of a kick to actually say, right, I can't just be like this forever. I can't just live on benefits because it's not ideal, really. You know, I'm getting older. I want a career. I want to have my own place to live. I want my parents to be proud of me. It's all that kind of thing.
I certainly think that the government has to do more. I think the government needs a better understanding, actually, of the challenges that are faced by those people who are aspirational, who want to get on, but how they make ends meet and making that actually a beneficial journey for them to go on and supporting them with it. That is something where we do need much more work because, you know, the government says work has to pay, but it really does have to pay, and you have to show people you're going to support them on that journey to getting to work in the first place.
Birmingham faces significant structural challenges. Low levels of numeracy and literacy, a large multiracial population, many without English as their first language. Turning such barriers into opportunity is key. Capitalising on the range of languages, exploiting new skills in IT and social media. And government will need to do more to incentivise employers to open their doors to youngsters if such job seekers are ever going to feel valued or prepared for the real world. Seb Morton-Clark, Financial Times, Birmingham.